Welcome back to the lovely dark. You're here with me, OneManJack, and we're back into playing Ring Runners. And yes, I know this episode probably should have been up Monday, but I went home for the weekend, and I forgot to bring my gamepad with me. And I refuse to play this game without a gamepad because I really feel like it was designed for one. Maybe as a joke at some time in the future I'll play it with mouse and keyboard, but I've tried it before in the past and it just does not work. So we were right here, and we just learned how to mess with time. In order to execute the macro you've saved, all you need to do is activate your Corona. You'll be able to slow time as I did. Let's try it out. Press right stick to activate your Corona. Oh god, I've forgotten what voice I gave Nero. So I'm kind of like snooty British, I think. You've taken your first step on the journey to become a sage, but tread lightly. Now that they know you're a sage, every one of these trashers will be after your head, whether for the Duril or for the bounty that the Consortium has placed on all sages. Staying on the move is a vital part of any sage's survival, and now I must heed my own advice. The forces that pursue me will tear every angstrom of this system apart if they catch up. Good luck, young sage. Come find me when you learn how. Boom, gone. Alright, so we can now do all sorts of time-space magic. Well, that was dramatic. No kidding. Now what do we do? We may as well finish our patrol of this trash, cause slowing down time isn't going to pay the bills by itself. I think I got Nero right. Guys, if I fucked up Nero's voice, tell me, and I'll do better next time. Let's see. Head to the waypoint. Defeat all waves of scum. Oh, goody! Two. Three. Man, it feels good to play this game again. Probably gonna say that every single time I start a new recording session, but actually, no, it probably isn't even a recording session. I'm probably just gonna record like one. I've only got time for like 2 episodes. But yeah, I like this game. It's fun to play. Mainly, I can't wait to get done with the tutorial. And yes, we are still in the tutorial. I'll let you know when we're done, and then I'll tell you why I consider this entire first part to be the tutorial. Are we done? Everyone's dead? I think that's the last of them. So, now that this collar's gone, let's blow this galaxy. Solid strat, but we'll need an anchor drive, otherwise it'll take over 10 years to travel to the nearest galaxy. How do we get one? Buy it, but they're not cheap. They require at least 5 molecules of Duril. In other words, 1 million packages of Plex. Got any get-rich-quick schemes? Ever heard of slower-than-light racing? STL. Bonus completed. A new sage is born. New pre-built hole? Yeah, for scenarios. Because I'm a professional, I'm gonna eat some food. I'm just gonna take a big old mouthful of mac and cheese. And when you run out of time in the day, sometimes you gotta multitask. Oh, that's some good shit. Okay. The goal is like any other race. Be the first to the finish line. The only difference is that you can blow up the competition. Rockets, mines, lasers, anything goes. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. So I'm just gonna okay, they're all dead. That didn't take long. Now I get to show off my sweet flying skills and bust some sick drifts. Because space is the best place for busting sick drifts. So yeah, about this weekend, I went home to visit my parents and my older brother and younger sister, who are living with my parents still, and boy howdy was that a clusterfuck. To put it in quick terms, my brother is a professional at accidentally offending people. And before you ask how that is possible, I don't know. All I know is that he can be the world's biggest asshole on accident and still have the best intentions. And I have no idea how the hell he does it. But anyways, he was in prime form, and we were gonna have a family board game with me, him, my sister, and my dad. My mom was out of town for the whole weekend, unfortunately. And he just made one simple comment that turned into like a 2-hour debate. Or at least I think it lasted that long, because after the first 20 minutes I was like, nope, I'm fucking out. I don't get very many days off, especially not an entire weekend off. I'm noping right the fuck out. So I got to listen to screaming in tears for a good portion of that night. That was fun. I know our communications can be a bit sardonic at times, but that was some seriously slick flying, Ace. So, I hear that you're a sage now. That's the rumor. Then I take it this remote control's collar no longer exists. It might, just not in this particular dimension of time and space. Good. You'll need that kind of power for the missions I have lined up for you. Ha! I'm not working for you anymore. Now that I'm a racing champion, I'm gonna buy an anchor drive and blow this litter box. Nero, how much money did we just win? Let's see. First place earnings, minus registration fees, track tax, and the agent I hired to petition peanut butter cup manufacturers for sponsorship. 500 packages. Oh. Meet my lieutenant at these coordinates. He will instruct you on the next phase of my plans. Got it. Sure thing, King Kruegler. Let's see. Which bonuses did I not get? Speedy Racer, 110 seconds. Or 95 seconds. Or 90 seconds. What was my time then? 205? 125 seconds? That's not bad. Didn't get any of the actual speed achievements, though. Ah, well. Ooh, this level. Actually, I changed one before that. Yeah, so I had, apart from, I had a mostly fun weekend. It's just, I should remember that visiting my family has a few risks inherent with it. But why am I even still talking about it? You guys don't really care about that. You want to see some space explosions. That's what you're here for. That's what I'm here for. Never make me wait again. I'm 482 years old and one missed date from death. You're Kruegler's lieutenant? Lieutenant, gladiator, it's all the same to me, so long as I'm offered prey. But you can rest easy. I've been ordered not to kill you. Your ship, on the other hand... Come and get some, Nancy. Ow! That space flail hurts. Yeah. I just became aware of my beard, or rather the fact that I grew one at some point. Yeah, as you guys can probably guess, there is an achievement for damaging Xerix enough that he stops fighting you, but I couldn't turn it this time. Let's see. It's good to be alive and conscious of your own consciousness. Man, senility gets pretty severe at 482. It's not senility, it's wanderlust. At that age, the thread becomes disinterested with the life to which it's bound, leaving only an inert shell in its absence. Of body and mind I am sound, boredom is my ailment, and fighting my only medicine. But enough of this, let's get you and your new ship. Follow. I'm trying to follow Xerix, but I'm in a fucking escape pod. Wonder what happens if I die in the escape pod, if he'd make fun of me. New ship. The Inkendu Mobile Artillery. Take a breath and become acquainted with your new ship, because we make for the rat nest in a minute. Okay, got missiles, more missiles, whole swarm of missiles. Foe torpedoes are a little shorter range than longbow, but they wreak havoc on bare hulls. Good to know. Man, I didn't dabble with artillery ships very much. I want to say that I admire the way you've put aside your feelings for money. How do you mean? My understanding was you developed quite a kinship with that rat in the arena, and now you kill his relatives for a few drops of plex. I respect that, as a mercenary. Respect, huh? I liked it better when he was swinging a flail at us. Alright, what's Y do? Oh, I remember that one. It does that. Okay. Got a handle on these abilities. Can I go back to fun things? So, what's Wanderlust like? Ever step into a bakery? And I don't mean a place where Plex is molded into bread. I mean where it's really baked with ovens and wooden paddles and salt and yeast. Yes, I actually have. I work in a bakery. Well, you ought to try it. And when you do, tell me what you remember. I bet it'll be the smell. That wonderful yeasty smell, like pure life if you could cook it. But if you stay too long, you can't smell it anymore. The smell is still there, but something inside you has decided you're no longer interested in smelling it. That's what wanderlust is like. So as someone who works in a bakery, I can confirm that what he just said is 100% true. Like, when you first walk through the doors and you smell everything being delicious, it's just... ah, man, it smells fantastic, but after a while it just... like, it just stops being there. Like, you can still tell it's there, but it stops mattering. Excuse me. Not feeling the best. You see those small green bars next to the ability icons on your HUD? They represent the amount of payload remaining for that ability. When you're empty, press D-pad up. You'll consume a good bit of energy to reload. You can cycle your power core by pressing D-pad down if you need more energy. Think of payload as energy consumption on loan. When you're building your own ship, you do well to balance between weaponry that uses energy directly and weaponry that consumes payload. Good advice. Now get ready. Here comes some rats. Terminal boredom. Equipment acquired. Everything in this ship. Yeah, bonus failed. Zarek's bested. Beat him in a duel. That one took some trying to get, even on some of the lower difficulties. If you see me struggling, don't help. The only thing keeping me tethered to this life is the constant mortal struggle to retain it. Man, I mean, that wanderlust. Ooh! Oh, that's right, I've got homing missiles on my right stick now. So, earlier my right stick's flick in a direction was an evasion ability. Now it's a homing missile that I can shoot off in a direction. Man. I should probably fool around with the artillery classes more, because when I first beat this game I used mainly rogues and casters. Specifically a caster rogue hybrid that was really sweet. But I should try out the artilleries. Just make a giant floating death platform of so many missiles. See how many missiles I can fit into one ship. You know what? Let's just stop time and burn all of you guys. Alright. Pull up on energy. Xerix, that was... stop stealing my kills, Xerix. So, are you able to tell the different kinds of ships apart by the archetypes of weapons that they use? The casters are easy. Anything involving lots of swirly shapes and glowy spheres and stuff is usually a caster. Like that flowery thing that was going on earlier. You know, you're very different from what I expected. Not the big bad villain you figured me for. Well, make no mistake, I'm no sweet cherub either. I live to kill, and kill to live. Well, he's a simple man. Besting the bounty hunter. Defeat more enemies than Xerix. Yeah, because he kept stealing my kills. Following me around. Douchebag. Things are about to get thick. We're going after Slagger's main fleet next. But first, I'd like you to meet my good friend, Artie. Excuse me. This mac and cheese ain't gonna eat itself. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I do love some mac and cheese. I call that the shower of power. Where'd all those rockets come from? The cruiser across the way. Oh, that cruiser. You can call in artillery strikes too. We've just got to get you calibrated. Hold the left bumper and flick the right stick to manually select a target. Once you have the target, press left bumper and A to call in a strike. Oh man, that's about as accurate as throwing a handful of gravel. Looks a bit off. Give the cruiser a few seconds to reload and try it again. Alright, let's try something I'm not directly on top of. Well, that's better. Not good, but better. Getting warmer. Should only take a few more launches. Okay. So, why do you work for Kruegler? Money? Fighting? I was a bounty hunter for the better part of 4 centuries. I don't need them. And a fight is never hard to find if you look with enough conviction. Contrary to what you might think, I don't work for Kruegler out of convenience. I work for him because he's the only bounty I couldn't bring in. What happened when you tried? He stripped me down to my spacesuit and let me live under the condition that I work for him. I was too much of a coward to refuse. Kruegler is king for a reason. That Hydralance he flies is meant for 2 people. But he pilots it alone, using arms that grow out of unspeakable places. Between fighting you or Kruegler, I'd choose you. No offense. None taken. Well, some taken. Oh, Nero, your sensitive dignities don't matter. You're not actually people. Getting the classicism, racism against AIs. Something like that. Alright. So we've got this artillery strike. We're good. Artie's locked in now. You'll be able to rain down fire on those rats. The strike works great on stationary targets, but the cruiser can predict trajectories as well. As long as the target doesn't change course, they'll get bombed. Alright. That's another good thing. Let's go kill some stuff. I think I'm excited. Either that or I'm about to die. Oh? I can hear my own heart beating in the stillness of my cockpit. It's hydraulic and kicks like a subwoofer, but I can't remember the last time I heard it. There they are! It's shower time! Get that first cruiser destroyed before anything else happens. I should not die here. That would be a silly thing to do. Is there another cruiser? Yeah, there is another cruiser. It's over here. I'm not even 100% sure what I'm aiming at. I just know there's some enemies in this direction and I'm unloading. Which is what artillery classes are good for. Making a right mess out of them we are. Pretty sure I made a good showing for myself there. Senpai, have you noticed me now? Bonus completed, perfect escort. Even the trash is looking pretty. Next stop, Slaga's forward base. Let's go while I'm feeling it. I hate to muffle your drums, but we got a problem. We overtaxed the weapons array, melted a few barrels. It'll take a bit of time to repair. Rats. Tut tut, it looks like rain. What did I fail? Weatherman? Usually, it's fine. Wait. I think one more mission would be good. Have a nice, even half hour. I think I'm going ahead. before I start fading. If you stay, we'll double your pay. You can't afford the currency I deal in. Besides, you've got a full complement of turrets. I'm sure the Hawk can handle things here. What a lousy mercenary. I guess you'll have to hold them off for us. Our weapons are down from maintenance, but we can still deploy remote turrets. Our scanners are picking up a lot of bogeys to the south. Think you can handle it? That depends. Does the offer still stand? Which offer? Double the pay if we stay. Yes, yes, fine! Consider yourselves protected. I've bound all of the turrets. A for a longbow rockets, X for repeating photocasters, B for a snare buoy, and Y for a maintenance drone. You can check our bindings in the menu at any time if you need a reminder of what's what. They're also color-coded. A and X for damage, B for snare, Y for healing. And one more thing. See those numbers over the ability icons on the bottom left of your HUD? They represent how many more of that kind of deployable you can have active at once. Scanners are picking up several waves incoming from the south, so I suggest fortifying the choke points immediately to our southeast and southwest. You know what, Nero? That's a great plan, except for the fact that it's not. I'm just gonna sprinkle turrets around. Whoop. And just litter. I seem to have misjudged how many turrets I have. I probably should have clumped them closer towards the center. That's fine, though. That'll do fine. And now we wait. My Y's been replaced with a shield and biginator. Don't ask me what that does, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it allows me to tank shots from my turrets, but... Oh man, I can see the recording in the right, it's in the same screen, but I can see just the edge of the recording, and man, that looks, what is that, 4 frames per second? If even? Okay, no, that won't do. Pretend I'm not doing anything. Where can we video planet quality? I don't want to turn down the qualities though. If we turn the star field density down, turn the planet quality down. Man. Okay. Nope, that still looks like it's recording like poop. And I honestly don't really see too big a difference in the game. Oh well. After I end this episode, I'll have a look at the OBS settings and see if I can record it in a lower setting. Actually, I don't even know what resolution I'm recording at. I don't know how any of this works. The advantage of having all your turrets in one spot is that the heal beams can all heal each other. That's a good thing. Man, I know I can manually select which target I want to lock onto, but to be honest, this game does a pretty good job of guessing like who I want to shoot at. Like right there. I fired a few shots at that enemy, and it switched the lock on pretty quick. It's a good thing. Makes the game easier to play as you don't have to worry about selecting the right target for your homing missiles. Can I just like sit right here and fire death into that gap? I guess that's why it wanted me to put the turrets there. Well, none of my turrets have died yet, and none of the ship turrets have died yet. I call that a successful mission so far. Who the hell was piloting a Churchill? I thought we've already established that those ships are literally junk pieces. Man, you must have either had a death wish or been extraordinarily desperate. I think I fit both of those categories when I first started this game. Dum-de-dum. Not one of my favorite missions here. It does drag a good bit. Oh man, with all the heal beams going off, oh no, no, the frame rate, no! I've lost so many frames, and I'll never get them back! Man, I'm definitely gonna have to look at that. Like, if I just record it in 360... Nah, I can't. If I record it in 360p, people are gonna be mad at me. What's like the minimum recording resolution that's acceptable? And furthermore, what am I recording at right now? Yes, as I've stated, laptop. Old laptop. No is good for complicated things. But like I don't want the default setting to be some obscenely high resolution, because that's just like, what's the point of having a high resolution if you're gonna be dropping frames this badly? Come on, Straggler. I've got plenty for you as well. Okay. That would be a good point to stop time. Or slow time. The fun thing about slow time, though, is it actually speeds up the rate at which your weapons can fire, which doesn't make sense, but space magic. Scanners show 0 scum activity. You earn your pay. Turret defense. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is my curtain calling, so I must bid you adieu for now. I'll be back with this game pretty soon, because you know, I love this game. So until next time, I'll see you on the dark side. Man, how many times am I going to complain about my lack of a good outro until I actually just sit down and write one out ahead of time and practice it so I can deliver it well? Like it! Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and nobody cares. Bye!